Welcome in, beautiful soul. Welcome to Celestial Oracle Codes. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. So, if this found you, you've been wondering why nothing worked out the way you expected. Verbatim. And this is a collective reading, but it's going to feel personal, so take what lines and leave the rest. Because what's coming through here is an answer, right? It is a answer, and it changes how you see everything. So ultimately, what's happening here is a pattern not fully worked out, situations that started but continue. Okay. So yeah, I'm hearing situations that started but didn't continue, and effort that didn't lead anywhere. Interesting. Connections that didn't fully align. Very interesting. And it left you questioning why. Okay. Left you questioning why. So, let's see what we got here. Let's go ahead and get us a good spread. I'm like, they are really coming out. Good spread here. All right, that's it. Okay, here we go. All right, so you're learning a new way of dealing with frustration and emotions in general, approaching emotionality, being fundamentally more loving and intuitive, trusting your intuitive nudges and the internal dialogue. That is positive, so specifically positive internal dialogue and nudges. So what's happening here is a pattern of things not fully working out, but you learning to find fulfillment in spite of what doesn't work out. So ultimately, this can be situations that started but didn't continue, an effort that didn't lead anywhere, and connections that didn't fully align. And it left you questioning why. So the hidden truth, the real reason, the truth beneath this is those things weren't meant to stabilize in your life. Those things were meant to bring you into a vibration and frequency that connects you to unity, tribe, and a sense of deep partnership, or a choice, a deep, fulfilling choice that is going to be made by you. And so that's what all those things that didn't work out were leading you to. Some special choice point that is going to leave you emotionally fulfilled. Okay. What you are not seeing. So what you didn't see. So this could be what you're not seeing, but this is more often what you didn't see. And what you didn't fully see at the time is you were outgrowing those situations as you were in them. Even if part of you wanted them to work, another part of you knew they didn't fully fit. The misalignment, when something isn't aligned, it can only go so far. You can try to hold on to it. You can try to make it work, but it won't stabilize because your energy, your vibration supersedes the capacity of whatever that person, place, or thing is. And this shift, the shift here is understanding. An understanding of a new beginning, an understanding of new opportunities, an understanding of needing more stable structure in your actions and in your desires and overall confidence and will. And also This is about pausing, meditating, reflecting, coming into alignment, checking the alignment of all of our choices, and then moving forward with unshakable confidence in our decisions, having clarity over fantasy, and trusting in the decisive action we're taking and not second guessing ourselves. It didn't work because it wasn't meant to stay. It didn't work because you needed to get to this point of outer mastery, having control over your actions, knowing what your desires are, getting crystal clear on your purpose and desires, having the confidence and the willpower to go after your dreams and to succeed, to be the self-sovereign authority in your life who manifests their desires at will and isn't afraid to attract or to go get whatever they need with pretty direct momentum and speed. That's what's coming through. So wait until you see what this actually protected you from, because this changes how you feel about everything that didn't work out. I'm going to let you know right now. So let's see what this protected you from. Let's just see what this protected you from. What did this protect the collective from? What was the collective protected from? Whoa! I'm not even there, just flying. What is the collective protected from? Okay. Oh, they're getting real active now, alright. What is the collective protected from? What was the collective protected from? Alright, so I'm like, that's not enough. Alright, so the clarity that you have now changes how you move in the world. So you were protected from someone who has a slow-moving style, but they're very matter-of-fact and meticulous about what they do. They might take practical steps, but they are living in shadow or karmic residual cycles. So this is someone who has a lot of learning and growing to do, but they are also financially secure. So, but this can also be a dip in their finances. So this can mean that somebody who was financially secure actually took a dip in their finances. This also could mean that they lost a job or that they got demoted in some way. And ultimately, this is who this has saved you from. This is who this has protected you from. Somehow, some type of way, this person did not have your best interests at heart. And they were doing things behind your back or causing problems and chaos in your life in some way. They might have been spreading rumors, creating gossip, creating scenarios and stories, creating gaslight situations, or rage baiting, I'm hearing, situations, or just things that could steal your peace. Basically, they were trying to create a theft of your peace and chaos in your life. And so you were protected from this person. And this is a karmic clearing. So due to either past life karma or just functionally the good deeds that you've done in this life, something came in, or divine sources, divine forces came in and shifted things around for you because it did not align with the karma that truly is yours in this life. You closed down old cycles, you did the work, you've done the inner work, you've gone through, you've sifted through and filtered out relationships, you got rid of all the toxic energies in your mind, in your body, in your spirit, in your world, and you are now in the alignment and the will, the tables are turning in your favor, and this energy you need to be protected from to preserve this and make sure that nothing stood in your way. So powerful messages. Now that this has happened and the tables have turned, you've gone from this where you felt like maybe you felt like you were losing ground, or you felt like you were less stable, or you felt like there was just some real instability in your finances, in your practicality, and in your material world. This can also be unhealthiness in your body, or a malnutrition in your body, or this can be a hardships at work, or a work opportunity that was escalating that we now see through the turn of the will and through the turn of fate or destiny, I should say, you've gone from this into this, from reverse Knight of Pentacles into the King of Pentacles, right side up. And so what that means is you have a definite outer mastery that you didn't have when you were embodying this. This doesn't have to be you, okay? You don't ever have to have embodied this. But some of you have embodied this. Some of you, this is an embodiment. Some of you, this is I'm feeling arch nemesis or some kind of villain in your story that tried to make you the villain of the story. Funny thing about it is this person tried to make you a villain in their story, and they were actually the villain in your story, and the truth kind of finally came out and either shifted things around in your reality and rectified things for you, and now the changes are what you're stepping into, or you, this signifies you and you had less abundance. So some in the collective, this signifies and they had they either were not aware of ways that they can make income or how it can functionally pour into their lives. They didn't realize how worthy and financially secure and stable and valuable they were. So this is someone who doesn't understand all the value that they have in this world. And then the tables come in and turn and change and shift things around. And now you're embodying this new energy, which is this King of Pentacles energy, which means you have outer mastery over your money, outer mastery over your body, outer mastery over your work, outer mastery over your material world, just outer mastery over your reality creation skills and showing up for yourself, understanding that you are the embodiment of value. You are the embodiment of worthiness. You are the embodiment of abundance. You are the embodiment of skills and skill building and knowing. So this is also inner knowing and a deep connection to the earth and just wanting things to go well. And this is also wanting things to go well for everyone. So with this new embodiment and outer mastery over your material world, your money, your body, your work, you are building into something fundamentally new. Wow. So it protected you from any negativity or any loss, any kind of lower vibrational deficiencies in your finances, in your material world, in your body health, in your work, and in your reality creation. Got shifted by and protected by karma. So you got protected from all the hardships, all of the deceitful liars, all of the people who were slow moving or just lazy, or this is also can stand for people who slept on you and just ghosted you, never showed up and never really cared enough. This is also fake kind people who try to act like they actually care, and you know, they're nice but they're not really kind, right? When it comes to being kind, they're gonna do probably the wrong thing because they're just not that kind of a spirit. They're actually a very mean spirit. And so they'll be fake nice to people to save face because it's what they feel like the world expects of them. But ultimately, when the chips are down and the tables are turned, or, you know, it really counts, they're not going to do the right thing or the nice thing. So that's what you were protected from. And now you are standing in this authority, standing in this business, standing in outer mastery over your finances, over your money, over your material world, over your body, over your work, and building into some new skills or structure that you have or that you want to embody. So this can be building skills for wealth. This can be going to seminars. This can be going to conferences. This can be doing webinars. This can be allowing mentors to come into your life. This can be new executives, or this can be you being trained by a regional executive for some higher level position for a big corporation and company. So it can be any of those things, and it's all of those things for this collective eventually, because eventually everyone sees. We don't all see at the same time. So whenever the message comes to you, it is relevant for you. Just know that and take what resonates and leave the rest. Now, I think that is it. You are just building into those skills. Ooh, we flipped one. Okay. So a little indecisive about the way that you want to go, but ultimately you are making wiser choices, more balanced choices from truth and deep communication, from logical problem solving and the control of your mind. And ultimately, it's led you to this new frequency and embodiment of outer mastery of your material world. And it's helping you to build into skills that are going to propel you forward on your path. Okay. So those are all of the messages from the tarot today. So let's, because they did say that they want me to get to use multiple decks. So let's go ahead and get you angel messages. Oh, there they are. All right. Okay. Fair enough. I'm like, these are obviously the ones that want to come through. Okay. All right. Animal spirits that are guiding and helping you along the way. We have rabbit. So this is deep divine feminine energy, especially brown bunny medicine. And ultimately, it says love and tenderness, which is obviously that kind of energy. This is also abundance in all of its facets and forms. And this is you truly finding a nurturing, tender side of you and just embracing that, developing and immersing yourself in your sweet, tender kindness, your compassion, your understanding, your awareness, your support, and understand that the universe is reciprocating these energies, even if you haven't been in the environment that is letting you see that people are actually caring about you. Even if you don't understand how amazing you are, know that you are so loved and so held by me, by the spiritual team, by the Most High, Supreme soul there is, right? By all the angels and archangels and your ancestors or whatever you resonate with. Confirmation received. At the end of the day, you are so loved. And you know, you have such a good heart that they just hate to see you hurt, and they know you've been through a lot in this world. They know that people couldn't wait to throw Three of Swords energy at you. They know that they tried to keep you blindfolded and not knowing what choice to take. They know that they tried to make all the choices hard and make it indecisive. They know that they made you feel like nothing ever worked out for you. So even when the divine was trying to give to you, they made you feel like you weren't worthy, or like you weren't good enough, or like it just wasn't coming. They made you feel despair, and the divine is coming through to tell you that that's over. It's okay to love. It's okay to be tender. It's okay to be vulnerable now, because we're going to protect you. And that's a strong message that's coming through. I really feel that. It's making me kind of emotional. So the second one is kindness and passion. And I think we can see where this is going with this love, tenderness, kindness, and passion and compassion. So this right here is a real sovereign, masterful pair right here. Because if you can walk in love and tenderness while expressing kindness and compassion, the universe will bestow so much abundance and gifts upon you that you'll never be able to think about all of the hurt that people tried to cause you in this life. So that's for someone. I really feel for you, and I just send you all my heart and love at this time. So don't let anyone get to you, okay? Because you are so worthy and so capable and so valuable and so abundant and so important in the universal energies, in this divine sacred mission that we're all a part of, in this divine tapestry, the great tapestry that we are all threads in. You are so important and valuable. And so that's a strong message coming through for someone. So this is to remind you to embrace your independence and willpower with the grace and beauty of the horse. Obviously, they are some of the most powerful, majestic, and beautiful creatures in the world. They are so forceful, but they're so gentle and so graceful, and they just have this independence and willpower about them that you're being asked to express and embody within yourself through that gracefulness, through that ease, flow, and grace, but through that independence and willpower all the same. Well is our last animal spirit card that comes out. Well, tradition and family. So this is truly a reminder for you to remember to be loving and tender, kind and compassionate, independent and willful with willpower, right? But also keeping a close eye on your belonging, how you feel about family. So this doesn't always have to be immediate family or biological family. This can be family that we chose. This can be family that we were inherited in some type of way, right? This can be work family. Maybe you all, a lot of people spend the holidays with the people they work with instead of their real family because they have that kind of camaraderie or soul aligned connection. And so there's no reason to be ashamed here, or there's no reason for you to harp on what this means when it says family or tradition. This only means whatever resonates with you. And so, whatever tradition and family mean for you, this is just telling you not to forget how important that is for you. Whether that's soul tribe, whether that's true family, whether that's your mother, your father, your grandparents, your aunties, your uncles, and your cousins too. Okay? And the last one is instinctual wisdom and wildness. So this is the card for allowing yourself to be free, trust your intuition, trust your inner guidance, trust your willpower, trust the unfoldment of your life, trust the instinctual wisdom that presents itself in front of any obstacle or any situation where you need claircognizance. This is also the card of claircognizance. So this is trusting your clear inner knowing. This is trusting what the thoughts and impulses that are coming to you, because your alignment, your knowing can be trusted above and beyond all else. And I'm that way too. And so I constantly get the message to trust my inner knowing, and especially if it is in opposition to whatever current external reality is presenting to you, because people try to lie and deceive you all the time. So this is the time when you're being called to trust that instinctual wisdom and the wildness in you. So there is a unfiltered innocence in nature, and just this almost volatile but sweet, tender, loving, kind, compassionate, understanding side of you that is completely raw and natural. And it's the creative side. So it goes out and functionally creates and makes new experiences, circumstances, situations, patterns, and things to propel you forward on the path and to connect you deeper with this spirit, um, and your wisdom, intellectual wisdom, and your wildness. So really embrace the wildness of the childlike wonder, curiosity, the innocence of dropping into your heart space and allowing wherever you are and whatever it is to be, while focusing and taking inspired action towards your goals and concretizing your thoughts into things. Okay? So that's the powerful message of the day. I love you, each and every one of you, in an unconditional way. And I hope that you have a beautiful and blessed day. I send you all my light, love, and blessings. And I will see you in my next reading.